Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's gone loose. Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Caught offside that time. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Now it's Mbappe. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rice. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Quick look, then plays it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. João Neves. And it's Neves. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a shot! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Nuno Mendes. And Gabriel. Van Dijk. João Neves. Rice. Closing in on goal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Sorloth.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Konate. And the return pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. João Neves cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pass somewhat off target. Ball driven towards... Terrific header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Sorloth is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Konate strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Rodrigo. Rice. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Rice. And Mendes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And Konate. That could spell trouble. Now who's going to be first to this? Sorloth is onto it in a flash. James.
There will be one
Bellingham.
added time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sorloth. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. That's very neat. And it's Bellingham. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Paris Saint-Germain ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Rodrigo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's put paid to a promising move. Good take, and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Looking to go deep. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Rodrigo. Osimhen! Osimhen! Really well taken goal. The breakthrough arrives at last. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one... Oh, what has happened here? Paris Saint-Germain still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Bellingham. Rice. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Almost an hour gone.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the field. Number 45.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal.
Coming on the field, number 20, Ronald Araujo. Number 22, Eze. Number 23, Morella. Substitution in progress.
Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Look at the space here. Played out towards the right wing, delivered in. Cleared without hesitation. Skillfully cut out. He is... Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That'll be a throw-in. Hernandez. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
This looks promising. Threads one in. He's picked his way through. Ball comes in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Substitutions taking place.
Rice. And it's Eze. Now it's Rodrigo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Eze. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's looking to win it for them. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal is in a really good position out wide. That's tidy. And he lines up a cross. And he's gone looking for safety.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nicely aimed pass. Great defending, strong and determined. McAllister. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And this is the big chance.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Hernandez. Coming on the field is number 12, Tangba. Substitution.
He's gone direct. Decent enough try.
McAllister certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
4 added minutes has been
Good
indicated.
run down the left. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Rice tries to clear. Araujo looks to get on the end of this. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Into extra time we go. Van de Ven. And he goes cross-field. Now James. Gabriel. Araujo is sharing after that one. Now it's Rodrigo. Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Barella. And the shot's on here. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rodrigo. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that was very necessary. He's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Eze fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And he thumps it clear. Chouameni. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution on the field. Number 37, Van de Ven.
And
Number
so the
6,
last chance to find a
Reece
winner.
James. Coming on the field.
They have played themselves to
number
a
8,
near standstill.
Akanji.
What is left in the
Number
tank
9,
now?
Pedro Porro.
Yeah, they were
Substitution
looking
in
for a
progress.
counter-attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Van Dijk. There will be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. McAllister. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. And now the breakaway. Now it's Rodrigo. He's got away. Nice physical challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh, that's neat. Eze did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Timber picks it up out wide. Turns and goes. There's the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
It's a promising position. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Tries to pass it through, and he's managed to get free.
There will be
Pedro
1 minute
Porro.
added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he whips. Oh, what a climb! Eze. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
Osimhen is onto this. That's very neat. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So what can they make of this? Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Looking for the run. João Neves gets into a good position. Always Rodrigo! He's delivered all right! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Sorloth.
Sorloth really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Threads one in. He has a look up. Now it's Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He can run onto that. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Now it's Chouameni, Bellingham. Picked up, chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Solot was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chouameni for Rice. And it's Marquinhos. Alexander-Arnold, he's in a break. And the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Gabriel wins the duel this time. Out Solot. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. João Neves. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Osimhen. Chouameni. That's a good ball out wide. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nuno Mendes. Has a look and plays it forward. And the counter is on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Read that really well and stopped it.
João Neves, who does have an assist to his name.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Neves. João Neves. He's got away. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. João Neves. And here's Osimhen. And it's Neves. Tries to pass it through. Rodrigo! They've got to be quick to recover this. Now it's Solot. João Neves. Rodrigo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The final seconds now. That's tidy. He's on it. Can he get away? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Passing nice and neat. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That ball looks a good one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rice spots it and intercepts. Marquinhos. And Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now, what about a counter-attack? João Neves. João Neves looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Can he latch on to this? And it's Neves. He's made sure that's not getting through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And back to the keeper they go. Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitution on the field. Number 45.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Sorlot. Rice. Great pressure, plenty of it. Araujo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good-looking ball. He's free, he has got space.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's had it nicked away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Out to the right. Hernandez calmly anticipates. No way through.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's trying to hit the front line here. João Neves. And it's Neves. Oh, that's neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 87, John Evans. Number 3, Hernandez. Coming on the field, number
And it's been taken
22,
short.
Eze. Number
Barella.
23, Barella.
Eze.
Number 12,
Eze!
substitutions taking place.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He has found the way through. Oh, what a climb! They did it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Rodrigo, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Araujo, can he spark a counter here? Nicely spread. Eze has it in a wide position. He is through here. Swept in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking to take the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And that is that. Paris Saint-Germain have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And we come to you now with a quick
Your reflections then, Jim.
Paris Saint-Germain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.